Welcome back to Active Sports TV as I give you another one. You know we're going to keep it all the way current with sports media, man. And yeah, I heard this rambling in these boxing streets, man. Hey, Andre Ward, Terence Crawford, they had to sit down on the couch, man, and they had to go ahead and chop it up, man, and put it all out there, bro. And hey, I am glad that they did so. Clear up all this, all the shenanigans there's people out here talking about, you know, ain't speculating about. It ain't about that no more. You got the man that was in the room that's gonna clear it all up. You see what's in the title, man. Terence Crawford came out here, man, set the record straight on a couple of things, man. Addressed the issue on Errol Spence. Addressed the issue with the lawsuit with Bob Arum. And yeah, man, he got this up and coming fight right now, on August 3rd over in my city. You know what I mean? Los Angeles. Looking forward to it, bro. Like I said, I'm trying to get out there. Can't get out there. I will be supporting. You know what I mean? And I will go ahead and purchase the pay per view, and you guys should be doing so too. But right now, I'm gonna have to ask y'all to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. If you watching me right now and you ain't hit the subscribe button, man, you new to the channel, thank you, welcome. You'll be getting content like this all the time from your boy Active. Yeah, we gonna keep it with sports TV throughout all sports around the world when it comes to the Olympics, NBA, NFL, boxing, as you see, etc. So you won't regret what you did, man. Subscribe, man. Tell your friend as well, man. If they ain't got nothing to do, man, they at the job and they want something to listen to, they gotta go ahead and tune in right now to Active Sports TV, man. And right now we're gonna get into the champ and Andre Ward, the former champ, but I mean he ain't never lost. It's undefeated. I mean, boy came back. He's still a bad man. We gonna break it down and we're gonna give my opinion to Terence Crawford and the interview and him clearing the air. So without further ado, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Let's go ahead and get to it. You know how I do. Yeah, I mean, gonna get right to it. Just let me go ahead and set it up for y'all. Don't even trip. You already know what it is. This Active Sports TV, and we're gonna get right to it, man. Now, one more thing, man. This is just a treat, man, because in boxing, man, especially in this era, these boxers is so handcuffed, bro. It's pathetic, man. Boxing like with these promoters, and the champ gonna say it better than I can, but just to add my 2 cents in, it's destroyed the sport that I love. It ain't real boxing fans out here like it used to be, bro. These dudes ain't pro boxers, bro. These dudes is really just really promotion. And at the end of the day, these promoters feed off of this. They try to, they scam these fighters, and we never, as fight fans, get the appropriate fights and the demanding fights that we ask for, and we always have to wait. They long overdue. When they come, they spoilers or they don't live up to the hype. And by Terence Crawford, you know what I mean, Mr. Undisputed, you know what I mean, put it out there and in this interview that I'm gonna go and play. It's just like, come on, bro. Like, so now with Turkish Alashik, man. Hope I said his first name right. You know what I mean? It's like a breath. It's like a, you know what I mean? A breath of fresh air. You dig? I don't know why. It was hard for me to say that, man. It's pretty late. You feel me? But there ain't no excuse. We gonna clear it up. We gonna get it right. But yeah, man. It's like breathing in clear air, man. Fresh air, man. Like, hopefully this start getting the sport how it used to be, man, where we had gladiators entering the ring and not, social content, base, shock jockeys, whatever, yeah. But I'm gonna stop talking, man. Go ahead, Terrence, man. Clear this stuff up, bro.
We haven't heard anything about the top rank situation. I'm gonna just ask you this: are you pleased and satisfied with how that situation ended?
Of course,
I see you smiling.
of course. You know what I mean? I'm happy. I'm pretty sure Top Rank happy that it's all over. We did what we had to do to, settle it in court.
You feel like sometimes your situation aside that it's necessary. Sometimes you gotta shake that cage in order
Yeah,
to get your respect and to get the freedom that you want.
definitely, definitely. It wasn't nothing about it. Freedom. It was more so about respect. When you got somebody that's big as Top Rank that been around for decades, they tend to be bullies and think that they can do what they want when they want because of who they is and what they've accomplished. And fighters like myself that's not crazy trying to be out there and do the do the out of the world type things,
Yeah.
can't fight fire with fire.
Hmm.
So when you stand up for yourself and you willing to go tooth and nails with a big company like that, that just shows, you're gonna respect me. Not in the ring, but you're gonna respect me outside the ring in business as well.
Right.
And I believe that, we accomplished that.
Yeah. Man, I'm proud of you, bro. Because, as a brother in the game, man, I struggle with like Top Rank aside, I'm just talking just in general, the narrative that was painted about you, that you couldn't sell. I'm looking at the numbers, I'm like, man, okay, just we know Omaha, but like when I look at MSG, I'm seeing numbers. I see Vegas, I'm seeing numbers. The ratings, I'm seeing numbers. I'm like, what
I
am
have
I
to get the
missing?
volume up.
Right? When I see people talking about the type of person you are, I can take it. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing for you to take. When you see somebody you a loved one, it's different. Um, and then when the lawsuits and stuff was filed, everybody has opinions. And just knowing
I'm gonna just pause it right there and just throw my 2 cents in on what we just heard. You know what I mean? Hopefully, I had to turn up the volume, make sure all of my listeners and everybody that's tuning in, man, that I'll get the best content and best quality content that I can produce. Now, to sum up what Champ was talking about, I mean, everybody for the most part heard that and understand it, comprehend it. But, you know, what Champ is basically saying, like, hey man, you gotta live that fighter's lifestyle in and out the ring, man. You gotta be very disciplined with these guys, you know. Um, with these top ranks and these PBCs and you got Floyd Mayweather Promotions and these guys is sitting there. Go, you got Golden Boy. These dudes are sitting out here, you know, playing pretty much both sides. Like they act like they don't deal with each other. When it comes to certain fighters that we want and we demand, certain fights that we want and demand while they hot. While they at its peak. You feel me? These guys play like, oh no, it's sides of the street and all of this. You know what I mean? And it's really just a greedy, you know, I want to stay in house type thing. If it's not, if it's not worth reward, if the reward is not worth it to go over there and take the risk, then at that point in time that they'll decide to starve out the fans and actually starve out the fighter because I believe you stunt these fighters' growth, man. Like a lot of these fighters should be a lot more popular. They should have a lot more fights. They should be, on a lot more, platforms and displaying their talent a lot more often than they do over here in the United States, man, under these promotional companies. And it's all due to greed. And what Champ is saying is exactly that, But Andre, what he's getting into, he basically talking about the backlash because, we got content creators like myself and others, who we quick to judge, you know what I mean? And certain, folks we get attached based upon, they fandom and all that, and be talking out the side of their neck, you know what I mean, and not knowing what's going on in business. So go ahead and sum that up, Andre.
what I know about you, I'm thinking like this brother is not gonna file something if he don't feel strong about his position. to see you come out on the other side, bro, and to elevate the way you elevated, like you've been a boss about your business, but you could tell it went to another level.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's crazy because a lot of people was on the tail end of things, listening to the YouTubers and the bloggers and people on podcasts that don't know nothing about the case.
Nothing.
You know, they just all, oh, Terence Crawford this, Terence Crawford don't know what he doing. And then what made it even worse was when I pulled out from the Spence negotiations because they didn't want to pay me what I was worth. Then they was trying to, you know what I mean, get over even more on top of that. And I was like, man, I'm not fooling around with y'all. They gonna tell me take it or leave it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll leave it.
Yeah.
You ain't got nowhere to
Yeah.
go.
Facts. Facts. What the fuck? Hold on. Look, hey, don't play with no man, bro. Don't be trying to start to play with no man money, bro. I am not with that, like that power trip shit, like that put me in the corner. Hey, look, you know what I mean? What you gonna do? Hey, this is me and nothing. Bro, check this out, man. It's 101 ways to get some money out here right now. You know what I mean? It's 2024. And boxing, they got a plethora of platforms they can go ahead and, people buying into it, want to get it a little action in. We already know it's always been people just jumping 50 Cent, Jay-Z. It's so many people throwing money in boxing. It's just coming out of nowhere. You got, man, I'll say a little bit more, but we ain't trying to like the channel up. But y'all know, man, that boy Tyson Fury was attached to, man. You know, he got mob bosses and all types of stuff that's up here. People wanting to can't come to the country. Boxing, man, has always had uh, openings and entryways, to different, countries and platforms. Like, where one door closed and two or three open in the sport of boxing. And that's just the history. Bob Arum been around forever. He know that. He know that. Ask him about Muhammad Ali. Ask him about Muhammad Ali, and I'm a youngster. I do my studies. Look, I go back. I don't want to say I'm a boxing historian. I ain't gonna, I ain't putting no. I ain't trying to put it on there, like no T on that or nothing like that. Like, but at the end of the day, I do my research. I've been following this sport for a long time, and at the end of the day, you don't play with a superstar, man, that knows his value. Period. Period. And sometimes these promoters, they get too big of themselves, and they need to be put in check, and they need to understand. Like, listen, I'm I'm the talent. I'm the one putting the asses in seats. You can sit there and try to manipulate the numbers all you want. Say your fighter doing this, your fighter doing that. Hey, we do this over here and all that. That shit sound good. But if my numbers is equal to pretty much the numbers that you are comparing mine to, then we got to start breaking down what has he accomplished that I haven't accomplished. How is he just miles and miles ahead of me for you to just go ahead and shortchange me like that, cut me short like that? Like, I gotta feed my family too, and it shouldn't be like that. It's too much money in boxing. It's been too much money in boxing for that to happen. So since you have to be on a status, and you have to have accomplished all the things that Terence Crawford accomplished in order to talk to them suits and get in that negotiating room and handle business like that. I respect and salute any man who do what they need to do outside of the ring to carry themselves appropriately, also accomplish the things that they need to accomplish to go and stand in the room that they know that they deserve to be in, and ask for and demand for exactly what they worth. I'm always pro that. So Terence Crawford doing that opened the floodgates for the next superstar talent to do that. And a lot of these fighters, instead of playing scared and trying to avoid losing and all of this stuff, like build your stardom up. Fight these fights. You may, risk is in everything you do, but you may be the next Terence Crawford. You may capture all of these belts and become undisputed. You know what I mean? You'll never know unless you try. And these folks is holding you back, trying to manipulate the fans when the fans is just getting tired of it, man. They boycotting. A lot of people ain't paying for the fights. A lot of people not staying tuned in boxing, going over to USC due to that. So, continue.
Oh, all right,
Yeah,
let me go
yeah,
over here, fight at home, make these M's real quick, and then I'm gonna come back to the table.
yeah,
Spence still ain't fought. So now what? This is what I want. Either you give me that or we just move on.
yeah,
We not about to play this game where you
And I didn't understand that either, bro. Like, playing games like, all right, bro, like, if you're not going to fight them, and the only reason why y'all not making the fight is because you feel like, all right, y'all deserve a little bit more based upon the fighter you represent, and this fighter not having representation. Okay, he agreed. If you not gonna pay the terms, cool. I'll leave it. Go and take the fight. Go get the bread. That a whole nother company came out and paid. Put on an excellent event. Got his money. Davey Alice Alice, I don't know. I can't pronounce his Alicinian. That's how I think. I think that's his last name. He just got knocked out by Jerron Boots Ennis. But yeah, man, they got paid. I mean, the fights on the table, like a fighter is trying to stay active. You know what I mean? Like they not gonna sit there and wait. They telling you, hey, I'm about to fight this dude by this time, man. Y'all either got this time to pay me this money, or I'm gonna go ahead and fight another dude on this date. I'm already trained for this date. He training for this date, and I felt like that on his side. PBC, Al Heyman, and them did him wrong. Like you had stalled Spence out all that damn time, bro. When you know that he had, to recover from the incidents, the things that he had to recover from, and being active and staying active was going to be the best thing for him. Y'all sat there and just kept him out doing negotiations, during negotiations. When he flat out told you his plans and what he was going to do, and if you was going to be in negotiations trying to go hardball, at least have a fight in the back, like in the back pocket for Errol Spence, close to the date or a month after the date, so that you put him back on the seat, the hot seat. Like, listen, bro, like you thought we was playing, we not. If you don't do what we do, you know what I mean. He will go and explore other options within the camp. That would have been the best thing to do. But y'all trying so much to lowball everybody. You don't want Boots to get a shot at it. Same promotional company. Okay, you're not gonna fight Terence Crawford. Boots in the same division. He got all the belts. He worked his ass off. He become the mandatory. Now we going over to Terence Crawford. So you got Errol Spence in limbo. Like I said, it probably was hard as hell for him to focus in training camp due to all of that old back and forth negotiation. One thing about Terence Crawford and his team, they solid. Everybody got a position and everybody play it. Can't say the same over there.
thinking that I'm not worth this because you claim, you got the Dallas Cowboys following him and what he can sell in Dallas, uh, Mikey Garcia fighting. I don't care about none of that. Me and his fight going to be bigger than all the fights that he had, all the fights
Facts.
that I had. So that's
Facts.
what we talking about. We talking about two fighters that's our biggest rival is each other. I'm way more accomplished than him, and I'm bringing that to the table too. If you're gonna take away my attributes and what I bring to the table, I'm gonna take away his as well. So I got everything that I asked for. He got everything he asked for. The fight sold. He made the most money he had ever made in his career. I made the most money I made in my career. Now everybody talking about, oh, Terrence, a great businessman. Now Terrence is this, Terrence is that. That's cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But
Did you feel like in the Spence negotiation that
Yeah,
he
he
was
did
speaking
that.
for himself? Was he
he
speaking for
wasn't.
himself,
He wasn't.
or was Al speaking for him?
At first, I was speaking for him. Then I just called Spence.
But hold on, when that was happening, did you sense that came from Errol, or did you get the?
Just to add my 2 cents in, that was the best thing that Terence Crawford did to get us to fight uh, the 2020 era. Um, right now, the fight of the 2020 era for me is definitely Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. Um, you know, for them dudes to just, I mean, say, listen, bro, we gotta do this for the culture. We gotta do it for the culture of boxing. You know, and we weren't about to let their ass off the hook. One thing about us boxing fans, especially the culture, man, we was like, listen, y'all motherfuckers gonna have to do it. All of this, you got this camp talking shit over here, talking that camp, like fans acting like they out here banging and shit, like, oh yeah, nigga, this Errol Spence, and nigga, this Terrence Crawford, like, yeah, nigga, we needed to see this. You know what I mean? And I was repping Terence Crawford, but at the time, it was 50-50 for me too. You know what I mean? But I thought Terence Crawford was gonna get that edge. But if we would have had went with a situation like with the Anthony Joshua Deontay Wilder situation, and shit, the Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, like these fights should happen, and then when they happen, they shouldn't be long overdue. And it was getting to that point, and they did it for us. So shout out to them, bro.
Sense that, like, I don't know if the message is getting
No,
relayed.
I just see these
What did your
fighters.
instincts say?
My thing was, I went straight to Al. Al been doing this shit for decades. So I was kind of out of my league. But me being from the streets and all that, okay, it's ways around things like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? I'll just come back. Cause I see, you know what I mean, you stuck on where you stuck on that. But at the end of the day, all these fighters claim they the boss, which they is the boss. You know what I mean? But now I'm gonna put you to the test. If you the boss, then let it be known you the boss. Because do you know this? Do you know this? Do you know this is going on? Do you know this is going on? Because I'm reading my contracts. I'm knowing everything that's going on. Do you? So these are the conversations that I'm having with Errol.
So you
Did
Now,
sidestepped Al, went straight to the
I
source.
went straight to the stores.
What you
Like,
called him, you FaceTime him, what you
I
do?
called him, text him, you know what I mean, all that. We talking.
he saying he put him on the couch, man? He said, "Look, bro, barbershop type conversation, bro. Listen, man to man, like you saying you something, and you are you definitely product. You make everything go. Ain't no money being made without you. But a boss, they oversee everything, bro. Everything they in this, they in that, they in this, they delegating everything, bro. And what Terrence is saying, like, no, I'm really a boss. Like now,
It's after the first time. Me and Earl made the fight. And I'm pretty sure I was mad about it because he was like, oh, well, we could have, you know what I mean,
Got more.
got more and we could have fucked them and this and that and this. But Earl wanted the fight, just like I wanted the fight. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he couldn't walk down the street without people saying, when you gonna fight Terrence
Yeah,
Crawford?
yeah.
Just like I couldn't. But the difference was I was pushing for the fight.
facts,
I've been pushing for the fight. And I just think, me
facts. He
explaining
was.
certain things to Earl, was making sense to
Yeah.
him. Like, damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, bro. Like I wanted to talk about like all of that. Oh yeah, Terrence Crawford was ducking and shit. Like everybody was saying, oh he ducking, he ducking. Bro, from what I was hearing, Terrence Crawford was calling this dude out every chance he could. And all I kept hearing was Errol Spence. I'm gonna find everybody on my side. I'm gonna get all the belts. You know, get all the belts over here, and then I cut your side and shit. You out of our side. That's my Earl Spence impression, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But that was his energy, bro. That was how they was coming at it. Like, bro, you on the waiting list. Like, we get to you if we get to you. Like, and then he was the duck. I'm like, hell no. Like, that's part of the reason why I started really fucking with Terrence. Like, I'm like, listen, I I've already watched him. You know what I mean? But I was more so like, these dudes. I wasn't trying to attach myself. I was watching all of them, but I wasn't trying to attach myself. Nobody really showed me nothing because nobody was tangling it up. Nobody was getting it in. It's kind of like what we got going on with Shakur, the Tank Davis, the Damon Haiti, and Loma Chico. You know what I mean? Timo. All these dudes out here, ain't nobody fighting. Like, come on. Oh, he dug. He dug. Nah, man, these promoters is stopping this shit, and it's getting bad, bro.
Yeah,
Damn, for real, you know.
yeah,
And I just think like he went upon himself to fact check it.
yeah. You got to.
Like, hey, you know what I mean? What's up with
Yeah,
such and such? What's up with such and such? I don't know the conversations they had, but he came back and was like, all right, you want this? This, we're gonna do this. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to go against the grain and go against his advisor because that's his advisor for a reason. He didn't have to do that. But he did it as a
and he's a
man.
powerful advisor
Yeah.
too.
He did it as a man. Like, hey, listen, I'm gonna get this fight done.
Salute. He
Because
did.
maybe he
That's why I
felt
gave
he
him
he was
respect right
gonna
off the
truly
bat.
win. Maybe he felt in
The
his
fight
heart,
don't
like,
happen without
Yeah,
Earl
I'm gonna
Spence.
beat you anyway.
yeah,
So it don't even matter
yeah,
what I do, what I give you, you know what I mean? I'm gonna win.
yeah.
So maybe that was the confidence in him.
When you did that, what was his response? Was he resistant? Like, nah, I gotta go back to Al. Was he willing to talk to you right off the rip?
No, no, no. We talked. We talked.
But I'm
We
saying, was he
talked.
willing to talk business? Because some people be tied to that advisor, that manager, and they don't want to like stray from that.
Once the lawyers got involved and the numbers got to
Yeah,
being distributed, we had some disagreements on the numbers, and then I just went to him like, "Hey, listen, you know what I mean? This what I want."
yeah.
And he like, "That's what you want?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I want." He was like, "Oh,
And I ain't gonna play the whole video. I want y'all to go ahead and check that video out over there on all the smoke fights. It's a YouTube channel. I'm not quite sure if it's Andre Ward channel or whatnot. I just stumbled across it, and I seen him giving an interview, and I had to tune on in and give y'all the current updates. That's what I do. This is actual sports. You feel me? We're gonna keep you current when it comes to the world of sports. Now, you know what I mean? We unpacked everything that pretty much Terrence was talking about. You just cleared the air on, you know, pretty much a lawsuit. Basically, they came to agreement. You know what I mean? It was settled out. The way he was able to pull that off is, he took care of business in the ring and out the ring. Simple as that. You know what I mean? You can't play with a man. You know what I mean? And if you ain't out here with your hands out and begging for favors and living a reckless lifestyle that people got to bail you out from, then at the end of the day, you can keep all your money. You can look at your contracts, manage your contract, and put in the terms that you want in them and out of them. Like, and that's just what it is. You come with a different type of value, and he exercised that, and that's what was the highlight for the most part of this video for me. Like, you know what I mean, I love the fact that he did that. Errol Spence, he put it out there like, listen, this fight could have happened a long time ago. We all kind of knew that, and cleared the air, man. So now everybody can quit, with all of the, trying to keep it going and having hate. I mean, I can't tell nobody what to do. At the end of the day, you a fan, have your fandom how you have it. But at the end of the day, we got a two-time undisputed champion. You can't change that. I think three division world champion. Like, man, about to become a fourth. Like, if not already, shoot. I remember he started at 135. Terence Crawford is a beast, man. I look forward to his up and coming fight, man. Y'all go and check that fight out. August 3rd. It will be Terence Bud Crawford versus Israel Mondavov. Mondavov. I hope I didn't butcher that last name, but it's gonna be a real action packed fight. And we looking for our American champion, African American champion, to go out there and become uh, unified, man, at 154. And on that note, this is Active Sports TV, and I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer, man. We out of here. Peace.